Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts.
In this video, I'll be looking at Zatanna issue 4. Okay, so this is the fourth issue of the Zatanna miniseries. Nice cover again, as usual. This is a Campbell cover, and I swear it was somebody else when I ordered it. But I couldn't find a Campbell cover, so I'm quite glad I did get the Campbell cover. We get a little interior cover again, as usual. Um, this issue just gets more confusing. Pretty much, we see the origin of Blue Devil. Well, this current origin of Blue Devil, whether it's the original, I don't know. Fighting Etrigan. The demon is, as its skin's stripped off, it goes down the sticks, it comes out in the mortal world, he finds it and he turns it into a costume. That's kind of where we got to. Zatanna and then Zatanna and Clayface are here and have a discussion, and she's kind of like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to kind of do damage to you. What's going on?" It's like, "Oh, I didn't kill the kid," and it's like, "Right." It's like, "Oh, I just wanted my family back," and you go, "Okay, yeah." And it's like, "Well, what'd you go? Oh, she just asked me to help you, and Lady White said she'd help," and you go, "Okay, right." That wouldn't happen because, as far as I know, the kid is alive. There was no uh, kind of deception in the real world. Clayface has nothing to do with the world. Clayface was just in the dream world. So why would you need Clayface? You had a dream world. You could do what you wanted. So like, that's confusing as hell. I think what was going on in that one. Anyway, they teleport out and they find this. They find this invitation first of all, and they teleport out and it says it smells weird. And meanwhile, the brother knight and whatever is apparently setting this thing up in this club. Again, don't know why. They've got Blue Devil there. Again, no real explanation exactly what they're trying to actually achieve. They go to Shadow Crest, and Clayface is gone now. And she's trying to figure out what's going on with it, and she realizes that she's sorry. First of all, she's reading this stuff and trying to find as much as you can about the background and stuff, and then all her mates turn up, and you go, "Oh, what? So what should we do now? Let's all sit around and have a bit of have some grub because that's fine." Blue Devil's still missing, but that's all right. I left him chained up last time I looked. Why didn't you go back to him and try and enchain him and then realise he isn't there? That would be a reason. You don't know Blue Devil's been kidnapped, I don't think, unless she mentioned it and Lady White mentioned it. But even then, why not go and immediately go and find him? But no, we'll sit around and have a bit of a nosh up. That's all right. Oh, I'm so sorry to drag all my friends into this. And you go, well, you're ignoring one of them right now. Anyway, so she goes into this. She goes to bed and goes into this nightmare world to speak to this monster. There's this kind of nightmare demon who owes her a favour, apparently. And he's sort of like, right, we need to find out what this sword is. And it's like, oh, don't worry about the sword. The sword's not even real. The sword's all the magic that's actually keeping you in check is in the top of that lighthouse. Sword's just there as a fake thing, a distraction. And you go, right, okay. Are we going to go to the lighthouse then to figure out what's going on with that? No, we ignore that as well. Um, Apparently, I mean, if you might do it off screen, but at the minute, no. And then it's like, oh, look at this, all this invitation you've got. I can read that, and it's an invitation to Tanner to tell her where the bad guys are. But how was she going to read it unless the demon read it? So you would send her an invitation that you wanted to get her there, but she can only read it if she goes to somebody who reads it for her. Why not just give her one written in ink? Then you get her there guaranteed. Why have an invitation that's magically sealed or something? It just make that doesn't make any sense to me at all. If you want her in a trap, which effectively what it is, tell her to be in the trap. Don't leave her just in case she might turn up if she finds the right person to read it. That's anyway. So they go back to the club. There's again a gathering of monsters, demons, whatever, and Zatanna turns up as expected because she goes to the trap. And Zatanna says, "Oh, you stop what you're doing." But again, don't really know what they're doing, so don't really explain it. Lady White unveils Blue Devil and basically says they're going to kill Blue Devil, and you're responsible for the death of Adam as well. And then apparently this kind of zombified Adam or possessed Adam turns up with his blades and they have a fight, and they cut through the cane, all this kind of stuff as well. And there's a bit of a fight going on. And I think this is the one we saw originally. But so, is this the real Adam, or is this a copy of the Adam? Because I got the impression this was a copy of the Adam, not a Clayface copy. This was a kind of conjure thing. And then she goes in her hat and pulls out this thing, and it's like, just stay there. And I think, well, she didn't say anything backwards. And it wasn't until I actually realised that she's actually got this one thing or key thing that's frozen. And they actually mentioned, oh, you've got some treasures that aren't going to help you. And you go, that's weird. She can cast spells. I know she's limited now, but I don't know where the one come from. Anyway, so this big guy turns up, which is Dan, which I assume is. Blue Devil that's been kind of enlarged or possessed or whatever. But it's really difficult to tell in the artwork. But as much as the artwork is so nice, put him bloody blue. Then you could tell who he was. Don't put him in shadow. It's difficult to figure out the hell it was. It took me a while to go, who the hell's that? And then it kind of, and she, Blue Devil kind of moves forward and all this kind of stuff. And there's the reference to back to the lighthouse again here, which presumably she actually does, but we didn't see it. And she now realizes that she can do something about, oh, yeah, your magic's holding you. You know, it's got death in the death in there. There's life in there and all this kind of stuff. And she manages to draw the sword out of the side of herself, and that's where we end. And you go, right. So did you do the lighthouse thing off screen, and we're now going to kind of see it in a flashback? If you did that, why did you keep the sword stuck through your chest? Why not turn up unhindered? And then you can just do your full magic. You don't need the wand because you ain't got the restrictions on. You could just done what you wanted. So I don't get that. I'm very confused about what has happened at the moment. Again, it might be explained. That same as last time with the Clayface thing. That got very, very confusing, and it's now even more confusing because I still don't believe he had anything to do with the physical realm deception of being Adam when she was like in issue 1, issue 2. I think he was just in the dream world, and it doesn't even mention like, oh, she was, we worked together in the whatever, the 50s or 60s or wherever it was, so therefore, I owed her a favour or whatever, which again, she's the idea they're both film stars would make sense. No mention of that whatsoever. It's just, someone was looking for help, and they said they'd help me, get my family back, so I said that's fine. So, when's Clayface been a thug for hire? He's kind of just does his own thing. So all in all, weird. Odd choices. Again, as I said with the Clayface issue, you definitely get the impression that you just wanted Clayface in the book, and then you go, well, I'll put him in the book for whatever reason. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Um, so yeah. So once again, artwork as lovely as it always is. Storyline a little bit confusing, and again, maybe everything will pay off in the end. Maybe by the end of it, we're like, oh, now it all makes sense. But at the minute, head scratching. Again, this is another book I had to read this one twice, just like I did the Clayface issue, because I just could not generally figure out who was doing what in what order, and even what the hell the bad guys are doing. They disabled her for a reason and gave all the demons there for a reason, but still hasn't been spelled out exactly what they're attempting to do. Don't know. It's very confusing. But anyway, that's enough rambling for now. So thanks for listening, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye bye.